drumsticks. They're crab sticks. Just dumped in here to top off another bag of Alaskan crab.
Wait, what? Hold on.
They're not drumsticks.
They're not drumsticks. You're right. They're fucking crab legs, Gordon. They're crab legs. They're frozen into icicles, but they're crab legs. They're not chicken legs, my guy.
They're crab sticks. Just dumped in here to top off another bag of Alaskan crab.
Like, why is it just dumped in there, though? For real. Like, why wouldn't you have it, like, you could even just put it in a bag, you can fill a sink with water, and you can dip the bags in there and then close them off and vacuum seal, quote-unquote, that way so that it's airtight so you're not freeze-drying, like freeze-burning stuff. So why aren't they at least doing that, right?
No dates, no labels. How on earth are you supposed to run
What? Just a bucket of random shrimp? That freezer's a catastrophe. Get it out of there. I wouldn't want that freezer in my house. Like, I wouldn't trust it to keep food in my house well, let alone a restaurant. Look at it.
What is down here?
That said, just had a thought about this. What you could use that freezer for is you could put, like, 5-gallon buckets of water in there to have as ice for you to take out onto, like, boats, for you to have ice that you could just chip out, for you to have, like, ice for drinks or ice for throwing onto fish or whatever it may be, while you're out doing something of that scale. If you need ice on that kind of a level, you could freeze buckets of ice for that, right? So, as a use for a freezer that is something you wouldn't necessarily want to trust with your food because it may not maintain a seal, but it is still operating and freezing stuff, that's a good use you could have for it if you have a need. That's a monstrous amount of eggs.
Absolutely jam-packed. Chicken after chicken after chicken. My big worry is how much chicken does this restaurant really need? I mean, there's just bags of it. And not only that, but the smell is horrific. Oh,
Ew.
my God.
Like, why are you dumping it on the floor, Gordon? What kind of an animal is he? What is this nonsense? He's not doing much better.
I've seen less packs at an army base. Over 50 packs of meat. And whoever's buying this needs to be fired. Now, what worries me about this is there's one more fridge upstairs.
What, dude? Are they serving 500 people for lunch and 1,000 for dinner? Like, you don't need that much, man. There's a fucking pigeon in there.
Fucking pigeon.
What?
Oh my God.
No way.
Just when I think I've seen enough, there's more. Look, dead. Decomposed, soft, dead.
Ew.
Oh, that's the snails. Oof, how?
Ew.
That is a raw dead lobster. That is disgusting.
It's 2 hours into Chef Ramsey's inspection. Michael, Balbina, and
What the
Jerry
fuck?
arrive unaware of what Chef Ramsey is doing and what he has uncovered.
Morning. Morning, Chef. I just need you for 2 minutes. Who in the hell buys produce here? Who's responsible for that? I am. You are.
Well, what the fuck are you doing?
Pigeon. What I'm trying to look at are the profits, the purchasing, the thousands of dollars waste. These here.
They came in yesterday.
That's dead. Let's have a little look around here. Jerry, please.
They came in yesterday. Yesterday? Why? Like, do you not? Why don't you have like an aquarium for your fucking Like Red Lobster does this. Why don't you have a fucking aquarium if you're gonna get live lobsters to keep your lobsters fucking alive? What are you doing?
Please.
Oh my God.
I wonder why I don't like your sauce. That is a dead lobster.
Just chilling.
And the freshest thing in this kitchen.
That's
that
disgusting.
thing's flying around. And he's lucky he's still alive. Bloody hell.
What the fuck? Just a rat at the door? God damn. Like, you can't trust all restaurants. They're not all equal. Alright? They're not all equal.
That. Have you got a bin?
Yes, Chef.
The mouse. Just by the front door.
Huh?
It's by the door.
No. We just...
Yeah.
You paid for the exterminator?
Sure.
Get your money back.
Okay, that's not funny.
I've got an incinerator outside. Can you take that? No? As a general manager, do something with it. The mouse.
A mouse?
It was in the entrance as I walked in, on the left-hand
Baby
side.
mouse? A mouse?
Get a fucking mouse.
The exterminator once a month for prevention.
Are you serious?
Like,
No.
why the fuck are they all surprised about this mouse? They're all like, what, a mouse? A mouse? No way. Jerry didn't get in here. No way. No Jerry in our restaurant. Like, yeah. Oh, we pay for an exterminator every month for prevention. So y'all know you got an issue because you're paying for an exterminator every month. Why y'all shocked that there's a mouse there? How the hell did nobody else notice it? The fuck? I ain't gonna lie. If I walk into a restaurant and I see a mouse, I'm turning the fuck around immediately. Denied. We ain't trying this place out at all. I'm leaving. No thank you. Goodbye.
A mouse? Come on. At the front door, not in the kitchen. Hey, guys, be careful of mice.
She don't even. She thinks he just walked in with it or something. What would Gordon Ramsay have to gain by walking into your fucked up restaurant and with a mouse already just planted? What would he have to gain? The whole point of the show is your restaurant sucks. It's not making money. It's failing. It's not passing inspections. It's not making money or failing in that sense, or it's not getting customers, failing in that sense. Fucking hiccups. But it's the whole point of the show is your restaurant is struggling, and he is a professional chef with multiple restaurants that are successful. So he's coming in to figure out what's wrong and help get you guys going the right way. So if his whole show is to go, your kitchen's fucked, let me come in and help you out, what would he benefit by being like, let's make the situation seem worse? No, your kitchen already is fucked. Like, it doesn't have to be worse, it's already fucked. Come on.
Can you show me where you found that at? It was at the front door. Like where? Oh, well,
Where?
The door in your mind?
I can't believe that.
I can.
Walked in there, saw him, bang, right there.
Right here. Do you have it on film?
Are you kidding me? What,
The-
I brought it in out of my pocket?
Yeah, I think you did.
Are you,
Holy fuck.
Are you fucking dreaming? I arrived, the mouse was there.
Never here. Never. There was never no mouse right here.
Right. Okay.
Absurd.
So we had the
Absurd.
exterminator last
Oh
week.
my
They
God.
come on regular occasions.
Yes.
We have
Oh
an
my
exterminator.
God.
That's why you have an exterminator.
We don't have an issue with mice. An exterminator comes in
Okay.
regular. Just
Let's you and I do a little investigation. Let's go.
Then why are you doing it if you don't have a problem? Oh my God.
When's the last time you spotted a mouse in here?
I've never seen one.
You've never seen one. Good.
Are you just giving the correct restaurant answer to not be in trouble?
Months back. Almost a year back.
Oh, you saw one.
Mouse in the front door. I've never been so embarrassed in
That's the correct response. That lady's got the correct response. I ain't never been so embarrassed in my whole life. You're damn right you never been so embarrassed. There's a fucking mouse at the entryway into your restaurant when Chef Ramsey's coming through to help make your restaurant not fucking suck. Of course it's the most embarrassing moment of your life. Of course it is. This is ridiculous. I can't believe that's the way this would go. And they just deny, I think you brought it in your pocket. Get out.
humiliated in my life.
Oh my God.
Really ridiculous. And sad.
It ain't wrong. But you're also paying for a monthly exterminator. You need a better one.
perhaps you planted that mouse.
And you're suggesting that I brought it in.
I was like, I put it.
He said
together.
perhaps he planted it.
Just for-
He just said it.
you said-
He just said it. Gordon, he just said it to your face. Make him an idiot sandwich. Idiot sandwich him, please. Holy fuck.
you would talk a little bit.
Oh my God,
That's
actually
Your
infuriating.
money where your mouth is, in front of your staff. I want a meeting upstairs with you and everybody now.
Like, that's Ramsey being super professional, because I would have wanted to slap that dude.
You gotta take some responsibility for something, man. How you gonna help us if everybody keep bullshitting, man?
A mouse in the
It
front
don't matter.
hallway?
It's mice infested all over this place. It can happen. It can happen.
See, that dude is right. That dude is 100% correct. How are we going to make it better if you're going to bullshit the man? Someone's got to take responsibility. Everything that guy said was right. And when he said there's mice all over this place, it could happen. You're damn right it could happen. It's warm by the window in the front of the building. Maybe he just wanted to be warm. Like, maybe it was trying to go outside, so it's by the door. Like, mice will do that shit. They'll do that shit. Like, it's not even surprising at all.
Shelly,
Huh?
can I have 2 seconds, please?
Okay.
All of you. This is very, very important.
Shelly. I was seeing him like almost like plant that vermin.
Oh, I'll give you a hug and whisper in your ear so that we're on the same page.
I walked in the front door, a mouse.
The mouse that you planted, I know. They told me. But it's okay.
No, it's not
It's
okay.
a show.
It's got nothing to do with TV, nothing to do with your business in the shit. I am not going to stand there and even attempt to take that cat from you. You can take your restaurant and stick it. I'm gone. I'm out of here.
I told you. I told you. What does he have to benefit? Now, if that's how you want to be, you're not even going to take responsibility for the shit that your shithole is in, what's going to happen? Do you think he's going to help you? Pfft, no. On your own now, later.
You out of here. I'm out of here. Excuse me. Go. See you later. Shut it down. Let's go. It's over.
Here is the cowboy burger.
What? Did she just try to double down on Gordon Ramsay like she's going to close down the restaurant for the day because he's not going to be there? Nah. That ain't how it goes. Your restaurant was fucked. You were in a shit situation, and now you're screwed. And he said, nah, I'm out. I'm not going to help you. And you tried to double down like that was going to get his respect? No. He needed you to own up to the fact that something's messed up with your restaurant, leading to you having an infestation of mice. If you can't face that fact, you're never gonna fix it.
Let's go. It's over.
Here is the cowboy burger.
That doesn't look good. That looks like a boiled meat patty.
Tom, look at the bun. Where'd you start?
Why?
Look at that.
Why? It's just comical to watch, but I mean, will you at least take a bite of it? Or are you just laughing too hard?
$39. You'd expect a decent bun.
See, the meat's too fat of a patty. Like, you can't cook a burger correctly when it's that fat of a patty.
Cooked to hell. Damn. Thanks, man.
Like, that's the fact. Like, so personally, if you want that much meat on your burger, go for it. Just do it in like 2 or 3 patties. That way you can cook them right. Because you're not going to cook it right if it's that thick. You just won't. You'd have to grill it to get a sear, and then you'd have to throw it in the oven. And then it's going to be greasy as hell because of how thick it is. Just legitimately, more patties, and you'll have the same amount of meat. And it'll just be better. I promise.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. Wow.
I was shocked, disappointed, embarrassed, hurt.
Meat pie's up, guys.
But the one thing I have that's a little different is an Australian meat pie. The Australian meat pie is the #1 staple in Australia. I have brought them to America. and Chef Ramsey will
Huh.
absolutely...
I've never had one of these.
That's Ramsey's
I don't know what it's
favorite.
supposed to be.
What?
She's not gonna like it.
This owner's like, this is the winner, and the chef is like, nah, not so much.
Time to go down under. Where's that thing? What a mess. I mean, that is disgusting. That Australian pie can fuck off back to Australia with pleasure. I've got raw, doughy pastry on top and soggy, gooey stuff on the bottom.
Yeah, that's not good.
Meow. Cat food. Disgusting. Sound like pork chop?
Yeah, not good. Now, like, if that pie was cooked right, so it was like pot pie crust, it'd probably be pretty decent. But like that, no way.
No, that's fine, thank you, sir. How sad does that look? Honestly, come on. How fucking depressing is that?
That's actually sad.
Could y'all please come look at the pork chop? Please. He got it sitting up.
And it's like,
It's just comical.
so I know the East Coast. There's California where that little dark spot is. From the Central, Midwest. And we have Seattle. We're here. Pittsburgh.
Oh no.
God bless America. Fuck off, fly.
Chanel, did you taste it? If he got to stand up, that means it's too hard. I'm not the cook.
Like, you ain't tasting his pork chop because you gotta serve it. Okay, that's not how it's gonna work. If you were trying to impress him with a great pork chop, you'd have to cook two of them side by side and try one of them and serve the other. That's the only way you'd be able to do it. This is why I don't complain when I get like a pork chop somewhere or like even sometimes a steak or something and they've cut into it in the middle someplace to make sure that it's cooked correctly. I'll never bitch about it. Like, you weren't entirely certain that you got the cook how I wanted it, so you checked. You made sure you didn't send me some raw-ass food. You made sure you didn't send me way overcooked food. Like, thank you. Thank you for checking. I'm not mad at you for making sure you did your job right. Ever. Ever. Like, if I'm at, like, a really nice restaurant and you do that shit, I might complain. But, like, come on now. A place like this? Why would you complain about that?
Okay, so I see you had a chance to taste the pork chop. And what did you think?
Yeah, dry. Like a mouthful of sand. It's drier than the Sahara Desert.
Right.
It's drier than the Sahara Desert.
Is there anything else you wanted me to get for you?
Real fat bike out there. That way I can get the fuck out of here.
Uh-oh.
Joe, 2 seconds. There's a bone in a rigatini. It's vegetarian. And the tomato sauce, they put pork bones in it. What the fuck? She's vegetarian. That's how we do it every day.
John is responsible for the methods that we use to produce the food.
Get me John, urgently.
That's so there are places that do this, right? So I know from dating people that were vegan or vegetarian or pescatarian, or even just knowing people that are and going out and getting food with them, that some places you have, like if you go to like a Mexican restaurant or you're getting something that's got refried beans, you have to ask about the refried beans because sometimes refried beans are done with lard, sometimes they're done with oil. Lard obviously is not going to fall into that kind of diet. The thing is, when somebody tells you they're vegetarian, when somebody tells you they're vegan, it is your ethical responsibility to tell them items on the menu that will not fall into their diet, as long as you've been informed of that diet. So I'm going to assume that she let them know, and they just didn't say anything about the fact that they use pork bones in their tomato sauce. They're like, yeah, it's tomato sauce, that's vegetarian, and didn't think one bit about the fact they're putting bones in it. Like, which comes down to like an educational need for like servers or waiters. Like, you need to be aware of what's being used in the food for you to know what to tell and advise a customer on, assuming they've told you what's in there. And this is like a common type of issue across restaurants, where some places you just have poor management, they don't educate you correctly, and you have these problems.
Says If you don't like it, leave.
John, this is urgent now. A lady had just found a pork bone in the rigatoni.
To give to the sauce side, or we always added sausage,
So you're serving pork bones in the sauce to a vegetarian.
1, 2, 3.
Like, that dude does not give a fuck. He's like, yeah, whatever, it's my restaurant. If I want us to put meat into the vegetarian option, we put meat in the vegetarian option. They can get fucked. Like, I'm not going to order a vegetarian meal, but that doesn't mean that if it were my restaurant, I wouldn't offer you vegetarian options and, like, not put meat in them. Come on now. It's a little ridiculous. Either don't offer the options or respect it.
That's how we prepare food for the last 40 years, and I don't see there being a problem.
A pork sauce for fucking vegetarian?
It's the way we've always done our business.
But you can't serve a vegetarian sauce.
It's the way we've...
It's the way we've always done our business. You know, they tell us they're vegetarians, we give them some pork sauce. They don't know they're getting pork sauce. They come in here, they say, look, I'm an Orthodox Jew, or I'm a Muslim, so I don't eat pork. And we give them the pork sauce, you know, we just do what we want to do. It's how we always do it. It's how it's always been done, so it don't matter. We got to do it my way, or you can hit the highway.
Always done our business.
This guy.
A vegetarian, a pork sauce. What the fuck is going on here?
So, something I didn't mention, you have to keep in mind as well the fact that Gordon Ramsay, for the longest time, had a bad rap because he would shit on vegetarians, he would shit on vegans, and he would shit on their food options because he thinks that they're garbage and they don't have good flavor, good texture, and he thinks that they're inferior. So, the fact of the matter is, when you have that guy, and this show came out at a time where he was still very much so making these comments, you have that guy in your restaurant telling you that you are fucking up giving a vegetarian a pork sauce, maybe you should listen.
Had fucking enough. Had enough. Had fucking enough.
Do you want me to order you a coffee? Will that make it better? Are you okay? Because I can't hear you.
Are you waiting for the bathroom knife?
No, my friend got sick.
Is he vegetarian?
No.
No. What did he have?
It's a lobster tail.
Okay.
And the lobster, he said, tasted funny. And next thing I knew, he was sick.
Okay. John, you want to?
Oh no!
The gentleman being sick in the bathroom.
Yeah. He had lobster, I had the mushrooms, and then...
Would you like a medical assistance? Would you like for me to call 911?
Joe, pass me a lobster tail, please.
I need one lobster tail. It's tough, right?
Why the guy's thrown up, he's in the bathroom and he's sick. Please show me exactly what you served that customer. Yeah? Please. Thank you. Fucking hell.
You alright?
Okay?
No. Chef, your lobster's ready.
Peels out of the shell the right way.
Smell it. Seriously.
Fishy.
I can smell the ammonia.
Yeah, you smell that? And that's what that man's just eaten.
That means it's not good. So with lobster, if you can smell the ammonia on the lobster's not good. You shouldn't have that happen at a restaurant ever. It should be fresh. It should be great. No issues. Ammonia smell on the lobster, bad day.
The body starts to decompose, it's being pulled apart.
Exactly. See, it's decomposing. That's what I mean by not good.
Possibly kill them.
Kill someone. And whilst we're discussing this, there's a man vomiting in the toilet now.
I can't believe this is happening right now.
Yep.
But shit to know that you got somebody sick.
And it's the first time you've
Yep.
got your head out the dough.
But it's John's responsibility no matter what. Because John buys all the product that we use.
Yeah, please.
Should we call an ambulance?
It does not look well. Call an ambulance.
Hi, this is Sal's Pizzeria.
Oh no.
Customer's not feeling well.
He says, hey, call an ambulance.
Really flushed.
Oh my god. My worst fear is when anybody gets sick in my restaurant. Where's a shot of something? I need a shot. I need a shot of something. I got a guy vomiting. Give me a
Give me some. Give me quick.
Whiskey?
Vodka, what? Vodka.
Somebody came to your house and you cooked them a dinner. How would you feel? He started puking all over the place.
Not like I wanted a shot.
A guy had some lobster, and he has a reaction to it. The gentleman sitting down.
Oh my god.
We just saw an ambulance come out.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's gonna make every customer feel like shit.
A month and a half.
Good tips?
I don't make tips.
What? They're in the U.S. They're in the U.S. She should be getting tips because they're in the U.S. Oh no. If it was in Europe, it would make sense because in Europe you don't really tip. It's why when people come from Europe, waitresses are like, fuck. Because they don't tip. Because it's not part of what goes on there because they get paid a wage that's different than here. And it's just a different setup altogether. I'm not going to get into it. The fact is, her not getting tips is a terrible sign. A terrible sign. It means that the food is probably absolute ass.
I make hourly.
Where did the tips go?
The owner.
Oh no! Oh my God! It's so much worse. What? I pay you hourly. You know where the tips go? My pocket. They gave you a tip for your service and for what you're doing as an employee in my restaurant as a customary service to you. I chose to pay you better hourly wages, so therefore your tips are now my money. Oh my God, like that's actually just theft. That's actual theft at this point. Holy shit, that was bad.
$10 tip.
Yeah.
Nice. For you?
Of course, yeah. Why not?
Do you think the girls deserve some tips tonight?
No, they get hourly.
Sir, the tip that you left, the young lady server, the owner takes the tips.
No. Okay.
Don't fuck with me.
Yeah, I will fuck with you. Who
Yeah.
the fuck you think you are?
Oh my god, Sammy's trying to hurt him.
You want to fuck with me? I will fuck
I don't
with
want to
you.
fuck with you.
Then I will fuck with you.
Oh my god, what a joke. Unfortunately, the majority of the people in Arizona think that if you come to our restaurant that we're going to yell at you, scream at you, and throw you outside. And that is not who we are.
Is your first time?
Last time.
And last time, don't come back, madam.
Keep walking, mister. You just keep walking.
Little pizza, it's coming. You want to wait, you wait. You don't want, pay what you have, and you fuck off from here. You understand?
Sammy?
What?
If you touch, I fucking, you come from here. I told you. You go. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I fuck you. Not kidding you. I fuck you.
You are a little pansy. Get out of here. Don't you ever come back.
What? This is actually just crazy. If some little old man threw a fit at me like that after going to his restaurant, I might want to throat punch him. Like, did you just threaten me for eating your food and paying for a meal, you fuck? What?
Keep walking.
Fuck you.
Give me a
Holy shit.
You guys, I make excellent food. You motherfuckers, you all think that you can come in here and say these things. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous.
What the fuck, dude? No way. People are so crazy. They're so crazy, man. Oh my God. I do love this show. It's a great show.